Hello, my name is Raymond J Pilon, and I am the interviewer. I'm going to introduce my husband Raymond. He's going to tell a little bit about himself and then about his upcoming movie, Omega and Alfa. So, Raymond is my husband. We've been married almost 20 years, have a wonderful marriage. And Raymond, would you please tell them a little bit about yourself?
Okay. I was born in a little log cabin in northern Saskatchewan in 1944. It actually had no floor. Failed 5 grades in school, hated school, and I have an IQ of 155. I went to Simon Fraser University, got a degree in psychology. In 1987, I decided to release myself from this incredible disease, which they found out that I had at the age of 27, of narcolepsy. And so that led me on to a whole bunch of workshops. And in 1991, I came across an incredible church called Religious Science International. Kind of fell in love with the philosophy and became a minister 6 years later. Did that for 7 years. And 2009, we went to Costa Rica, and all these dreams came through me, and here we are.
So Raymond, would you tell us a little bit about what motivated you to write Omega and Alfa?
Dreams, man, dreams. In 2009, I had this dream, which is not unusual, but I have a lot of dreams, and I do remember them, some of them. But this one I remembered almost verbatim. That was creepy, and I was asked to deliver this message to Earth in the form of a book. And she delivered it to me as a book. This lady called Angelica. And I said, oh, this is a little creepy, a little weird. But anyway, I decided I needed to do this. For some strange reason, I just had to follow through. And so I listened, and she said, write it, don't talk about it, write it, make a movie. And that's what we're doing here, we're making a movie. And we're very excited about it.
And where was Angelica from?
A system called the Pleiades. It's about 500 light years from here, just past the Taurus system.
Okay, and she wanted you to give a message to the world. And what message is that, Raymond?
The message was very simple, actually, but very profound. The message was, wake up. Wake up. Remember who you are. You've been asleep for 10,000 years. You are a spirit being having this amazing experience in this human form. Okay, all right, I can get that. I understand that. I'm a metaphysician. And deliver this message to the earth. And when people will wake up and accept the fact that they are spiritual beings, then a special gene that's been buried for 10,000 years, called the quantum love gene, will awaken.
This gene, how was it preserved for 10,000 years?
Well, that's a fascinating point, Glenda. They told me that they came 26,000 years ago, they were the first inhabitants of this planet, and that by 10,000 years ago, that's like 12,000, 13, 16,000 years after they arrived, they kind of forgot who they were. All their powers, they were very, very advanced, and they lost a lot of those powers. But before they really lost them, they made an agreement with the dolphins of all things, of all creatures, incredible intelligence. And the dolphins accepted the task of storing this quantum love gene in their consciousness for the last 10,000 years. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that's amazing and exciting. So, Raymond, is this story all fantasy, or is it partly science?
It's partly both, actually, as most sci-fis are. This one is partly both. From a scientific point of view, we know that in 2003, there was an Italian astronomer who discovered a black hole approaching our galaxy, to the center of our galaxy, and that's been confirmed several times since. But a more fascinating story is that we just experienced in December 2011. Remember the Kepler satellite telescope. When well, CNN reported this incredible planet that it discovered, and they called it Kepler 22b. That it's almost identical to Earth in a lot of ways. It has a temperature of 23 degrees. It has water and all kinds of other fun stuff. But the most fascinating part about it, its location. It's located 600 light years from here in the Lyra system, and this is where the Palladians come from. Uh-oh. When I saw that newscast, I just had hair stand on end, because remember, I wrote this 3 years prior to that discovery.
Wow. So science is catching up with fantasy.
Doesn't it always?
So in closing, do you have any message that you'd like to leave to the viewers?
Yeah, I do actually. I'm very excited, and thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this short video about the movie Omega and Alpha. And if this resonates with you, if it resonates with you, and you can get excited about making this movie, please come and play with us. Make this thing happen. Because I know all the people and places and circumstances are coming together to make this happen. Because I know it's done in mind already. See, it's done already in the mental and spiritual level. And it resonates out throughout the universe, and this will become a reality very shortly. So if you feel inclined to want to play on this at this level, please welcome aboard.
Yeah. And to help us to take the message that there is no separation and that love is the greatest force in the universe.
Yes, and that's the most important message here, that love is the most powerful force in the universe. Thank you, Glenda, for reminding me of that. It is the most powerful force in the universe, and that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for listening.